Hi everyone, blessings. Okay, so I just want to specify about my charity in light of Kirk passing away and such, the shooting today. I just want to let you know that my organization is not a Black Lives Matter organization. I'm a non-affiliate. Okay, I love Black Lives. That's why that's not why I created the organization. My ministry was already called Sparrows Matter before Black Lives Matter happened. Then the father said, why don't we incorporate this in? And for a Christian community that doesn't have Marxism and hatred splattered all over the name. It is a Christian group, okay? It is for Christians and anyone. It's going to the high apostolic communities. Okay, so anything that has hatred attached to it, we don't want impressed on our organization. It is all lives matter with Black Lives Matter focused. It's called Sparrows Matter. It hurts me really bad to see people hurting our people, and it hurt me today when I heard the news that they are going to start shooting white people, and you guys don't know all the white people, and we don't want war. You know, we're trying to end slavery. Like our first black president went into office. We just had our first black president. We want a black Republican. A lot of the Republicans, well, when I was Republican, I'm independent, trying to shift more into center so I can swing vote. Okay. But we want the first black president for the Republican side in there. Okay. We don't always align with the Democratic Party for various reasons. So we are not anti-black people. My families and friends and stuff that are Republican. I'm not Republican, I promise. Now, I actually, Daddy haven't told me that Biden was going to be in. I didn't vote that year. I would have voted, if he had told me Biden was the pick, I would have voted Biden. If he told me Trump is the pick, I would vote Trump. If he told me Obama was his pick, I would vote Obama, okay? I would vote with him because I want his pick to win. Okay? If he said vote Kamala, I would have voted Kamala. Okay? I asked him, who is your pick for Democrat for the president? He said, Biden. I was like, okay. So I didn't vote that year though, but if I had, I would have voted Biden. Okay? Or if I had known, I guess. Anyways, I don't know, it was like kind of muddled, but anyways, I swing vote. Anyways, so I just wanted to let y'all know that, but I'm a non-affiliate to that organization. I just support the black charities and the black Christian charities in particular. I also want to, and I just bless all people of all races, nations, and tongues, especially the black lives that have been hurting more than the white lives and more than all the other lives, okay? Because we're hurting that bad, it's hard to see our pains too. And so when I was a teacher, we had kids, okay? You have kids, okay? So there's going to be a kid that gets hurt, okay? You might have another kid that wants a Band-Aid. Like, there's like, when you're a teacher, there's the kids, if you give one kid a Band-Aid, they all want a Band-Aid. You see, they all want that Bobo healed. They all want the attention, okay? So you have one kid with a Bobo. Do you smack the other kids? No. You might give those kids a Band-Aid out of respect, out of peace, to keep peace. Like, you gave Johnny a Band-Aid, but you didn't give me a Band-Aid, and I wanted a Band-Aid. Okay, well, did you have a Bobo? No, but I have a Bobo. Yeah, sure, I have a Bobo. Okay, so, I didn't know you had a Bobo. Here's a Band-Aid. It's okay. All right. A lot of teachers will do that. They'll give them a Band-Aid. Like, if the kid is going to get upset, they'll give them a hug, Like, if one kid falls down, the other kid wants attention too. They'll pick the little kid that fell down first, but then they'll hug the other kid. Okay? They don't say one matters more than the other. It's kind of my perspective. So, they don't say, You know what happened? That's what happened with Cain and Abel. Okay, this is the teaching. Okay, Daddy in heaven saw that Cain killed Abel. Well, wait. First, they did sacrifices. He said Abel's sacrifice was exceptional. He said, I wasn't quite impressed with you, Cain. I wasn't quite impressed with your sacrifice. He was trying to tell him, I need you to try harder next time. Okay? Cain was so distraught because that's his highest love, telling him he didn't do good. Okay? Cain was angry, embittered, and crushed his brother because of it. Okay? So that's why we do not teach that way. Okay? So that's why we don't say someone did better than the other. So it's like if you push down, it's like that way, if you have two kids that kind of similar represent, because Cain has been washed away with the blood of Yeshua, but like if you have two kids with similar scenario, if one kid did better, you're going to hug both of those kids because we don't want another Cain situation. Okay, so you're going to say, we love you, thank you so much, you know, and that's why we're looking at this stuff. Like they said, like you have a kid that pushes another kid down on the playground. Okay, so you have a teacher and they see another kid push another kid down the playground. She's going to separate them. She'd probably be firm with the kid that pushed them, a little firmer, okay? Then they're going to separate, they're going to hug the little one that fell, and then they're going to sit down with the other one. They're still going to give them a hug and say, hey, we love you, don't think bad of yourself. They're going to build that person back up in the spirit, okay? So it's like if you have a Bobo, give both kids a hug. Okay, give both kids a Band-Aid. Don't say that they did good, you know. But don't tell them that they're not loved, okay? So we have to build love back up in people. You know you can't save the worst person in the world without love. Daddy in heaven said, we are all made out of him. We are love. Okay, we are made literally out of him. And so we are love. And we don't like all that fighting and war. Okay? Yahushua Adonai, and they don't like fighting and war like that. Okay, so anyways, I just wanted to share that perspective. I'm like, hey, don't provoke Cain to hurt Abel. Just hug that poor kid that needed to know that he was loved too. Okay? Anyways, I don't know. I don't support the organization Black Lives Matter. I support Black Lives. My organization is different. It's called Spares Matter. It's everyone but Black Lives focused, okay? Because I want everyone to know that they are loved in the Messiah. It goes to church and charity, and I am set apart from whatever is going on over there through violence, through murder threats, whatever, like tearing down cities. We are set apart from that. We are not one with that at all. We're a peacekeeping company. We want to keep the peace only. Okay. So I bless the Black Lives Matter people. I bless the Black Lives Matter organization. This is our own thing to help heal people. And this charity existed before Black Lives Matters did. Okay. It did because Christ formed it in my mind before all those riots, before anything ever happened. The Sparrows Matter was given me by Christ because he said even the sparrow matters to him. Even the least of them matters to him. So we are all made out of love and Christ is God. Everything in this world exists because Christ exists. Inside Christ, within his being, and within God, and within us is everything that ever existed because our Creator exists within us. Okay, so our highest creator, our highest love exists within us. So everything exists within us. When we wake up in the morning, we need to repent of any sin, known and unknown. Why? Because other people that exist within God and exist also because they exist within our Creator, they also exist within us, and we are as strong as our weakest player. So we have to build them up in love and faith and pray for the salvation of all souls, past, present, and future. Okay? Like when you look inside your being, you can see outer space, you can see stars, you can see planets, you can see worlds that you've never seen before, because that is the creator within you. And all that stuff exists within him. See, heaven is in your heart. It's in your heart. You should know, it's in your mind and heart. It's in your being. So stay one with heaven. Pray with each other. The worst person in the world cannot get better without prayer, without love. There will be, there's like, so always encourage your neighbors to get help and get within a spirit of loving space when they start to look unloving. Okay, and right now we're battling an unloving spirit. It's called the unloving Antichrist. We need to show people that Christ is love, that Messiah is love, that true love is to lay your life down for your friends and get up and keep going. Sometimes true love is to live for your friends because it can be more difficult. True love sometimes is to take on sufferings so less people suffer, or other peoples don't suffer. Sometimes love is to not suffer at all because we don't want anyone to suffer. You see? So I pray everyone is healed and well, and I pray that everyone gets better and better every day. In Yahushua's name. Please don't forget to share your Band-Aids with each other, okay? If a kid of any race falls down and gets hurt, okay?